Hello and welcome. Here we grow wild and we try to make the things that we want and we need. We bring you along of our home renovating journey, and I share a lot about my favorite craft, which is knitting. Today I'm just gonna bring you along with me as I go about my day. It's going to be a vlog. We're gonna knit, we're gonna hang out at the house. I have to work there a little bit. Yeah, we're preparing to go to the house. For those who just stumbled across this channel, welcome. We currently are living in an apartment that we're renting as we are renovating our future home, and it's an off-grid place and it's about 50 minutes by car from here. So we're gathering our things, we're going to go there and we'll spend the day there. I'll bring a couple of projects with me. I'm gonna bring this is a hat, an Oslo hat pattern by PetiteKnit, and I'm knitting it in this really beautiful yarn. And then I want to bring that sweater, but it's just massive. We'll see. Probably I'll bring just this and focus on other things, or I can also bring my vest. I am knitting the button band and it's basically done. Yeah, the only thing that it needs is the button band, and it's knitted with this double knitting technique. So it takes a while, but it's definitely beautiful and I can't wait to have it finished. So I think I'll bring this as well with me to the house. So let's go.
We took the road down past the ocean, worried for winter above. My lips brushed your smile, our feet dance ahead for Strawberry Mountain in the sky.
I'm drinking this kombucha that I made. It's quite sour, but so delish. Okay, knitting update. I woke up and I have to gather my thoughts. So I tried on this sweater vest by LePull. This is the Olympe Sweater Vest by LePull. And I really love how it fits me. The only problem, as you can see here, for example, is that I knitted the shoulders here, this shoulder section, too narrow. My dogs are going crazy. So, I mean, there's no way for me to fix this. I could unravel this ribbing here and just do German short rows and kind of, no, I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. It's gonna look a little bit funky, but this is gonna be my Hobbit vest that I'm gonna wear a lot in the garden when I work outside. So even if it looks a bit strange, I'm okay with it. And I've knitted it with a lot of love and with a lot of my beautiful scraps. I've knitted this as part of a make-along that I'm hosting. If you want to join, there is still time, and you just need to make something with your scraps. You can crochet, you can weave, you can knit, you can anything, right? As long as it's fiber related crafts. And I've knitted this as part of this make-along. It's called Scrap Me Good Make-along, and there will be a lot of amazing prizes. I'll show them eventually. I'm collecting some of them, but there will be yarns, patterns. So if you want to join, just make something with your scraps. And this is my project. I'm very happy with it. I love this color combination. It's so beautiful. All of these browns, and put also some of this boucle yarn. It's just very beautiful. I still have quite some scrap to deal with, and I want to make it maybe a shawl or something. But yes, I need to finish this. I'm knitting the double knitted collar and button band, as you see. It's beautiful. I love it. And I'm actually using a yarn that is not a scrap for the ribbing and the bottom band. This is a yarn that I got sent by, I think her name is Annie on Instagram. And she just contacted me and she was like, I have some yarns, I don't know what to do with them. Can I send them to you? And I'm so glad she did. They're so beautiful. So this, I think, is a Finnish, where is the other one? It's a Finnish yarn, Manta. And she sent me these 2 skeins, and it's beautiful yarn. Look at this color. Just gorgeous yarn. And so since I had 1 skein in this color, I was like, I'm gonna put it in this vest because I think it fits beautifully. So yes, and with the other one, I'm thinking to finish this. This was a kind of like impulsive cast on project. So look how cute though. It's knitted with very chunky needles. I'm using needle size 8 millimeters. I decided to cast on this baby because I really want a cardigan that is very like easy, slouchy, and exactly like this one. So just the raglan construction that I usually follow from the pattern Everyday Raglan, and I just modify it, but I really like it. And I'm using 3 yarns. These 3 yarns, I didn't know what to knit with these 3 yarns. They were too precious to just put them on a hat. Not that hats are not precious, but I don't know if you know what I mean. So yarns everywhere. They're on the floor. that's not really nice to treat precious yarns. But yes, I had these 3 yarns, 1 skein each, and it was about like, this is a lace, beautiful lace Suri alpaca yarn, La Bien Amie, hand-dyed. And these 2 were gifted to me by this wonderful lady, wonderful, wonderful woman called Mike. She sent me 2, not 1, 2 boxes full of yarns. And I'm just like, all of these yarns, but the one on top, are sent by her. I just feel like the luckiest knitter in the world. And she doesn't have like, she's not sending me something so I can show it and talk about her company or something. She just sent it to me out of pure, love. And this shows so much about the world and about this woman and about knitters and women in general. So I really... Don't get me emotional now. Collect yourself. But yeah, I'm very, very grateful, and I think I'll gift some of these yarns that she sent me because it's so amazing and so much that I want to share it. And yeah, if you're watching this, I don't know how to thank you. I've thanked you so much, but and I would like to share some of these yarns with some people, not because I don't love them, I just love them so much. But there are some that I know that would be amazing if I would share them. But anyway, I had these 2 skeins, and then I had this beautiful skein that I bought from a company, an Italian indie dyer. It's actually one woman business. Her name is Valentina. And I bought one skein in this beautiful color. So this is a very interesting yarn because it's a blend of linen and wool. And I really wanted to try this blend, and I love it. It's just that I didn't know really what to do. I started knitting like a pair of socks, but then I was like, no, this yarn doesn't belong in a pair of socks. So I decided to hold these 3 yarns together and create a cardigan. A very kind of like oversized, very cozy cardigan. And I really like it. Really love it. Really love it. It's gonna be cropped, not this crop. But I'm thinking to knit the ribbing and the collar or the neckline, like kind of, I'm not gonna knit buttons, but the button band and the ribbing on the body in this yarn. So it would be, I think it will fit, it will look nice. And sometimes, like, I'm not usually a fan of like chunky needles project, but I think that if I have the right yarns and not like super bulky way yarns, but kind of like combining fingering weight and lace weight yarns, I think using chunky needles can create such a cozy fabric. And so very excited for that project. Then I am trying to finish this so badly. This is a massive, I mean, I can definitely hide behind this. It's a beautiful project I'm knitting for Mike. It's a sweater. He tried it on the other day and it fits and he loves it, and he's like, can't wait to have it, so I just have to finish this. And I need to block it because the sleeves are a bit looking wonky. But I'm finishing. I just started actually the second sleeve, and then I have to knit the neckline, and then it will be done. So please give me the energy to finish this. I am not really enjoying knitting this right now. I think that as I pick it up and knit, I kind of get in a zone, and so I enjoy it. But I'm not really enjoying knitting with this yarn. I love this yarn. It's a cotton and linen blend, Bomullin by Drops. But right now it just doesn't feel good on my hands. Especially I'm using these tiny circular needles for the sleeves because that's what I like to use, and it just like slips. It doesn't have so much grip. I'm not really enjoying knitting on this, but I want to get it done. I want to finish it because the body's basically done. I just have to cast it off, and can't be bothered right now. But I want to knit the sleeve, get it done, and then I'll knit the neckline, and then I'll cast off the body. So that's the plan. This is the top priority because it's been on my needles for almost the entirety of this summer. And now it's time to get it done so Mika can finally start wearing it. And he loves it. He's like, I want more projects with like plant-based yarns. And I'm like, sure, but it takes so long because you're so tall. And I actually would like to knit the same project. So I'm following the pattern, the Ingrid Sweater Man by PetiteKnit, which is, I think, an amazing pattern because it looks very intricate, but it is actually quite simple in the end. And I would like to knit another one for him in like a, warm, woolly yarn. I don't know which yarn though. I don't think I have it in my stash. But maybe Nutiden, something like that. I really would like to knit with like a Swedish yarn for my Swedish man. But we'll see. That will be for the future. Plans. I have 2 projects that I really, really want to knit. One is the Calville shawl by my wonderful friend Gabriella. She has this absolutely fairy tale like podcast or YouTube channel called Merryweatherknitting. Please go and check her out. Her vibes. I love her. And she has so much integrity and femininity and beauty and just joy, pure joy. And I want to knit her shawl, her design, the Calville shawl. I've knitted it before. Beautiful, beautiful design. I highly recommend it. I'll put a picture here if you want to check it out. Gather your thoughts. So I want to knit that project, and then I want to knit the Lumme Pullover or Lumme Sweater by Sari Nordlund. Amazing color work. I've been dreaming to knit that pullover for a while, but I don't really have the yarn until I received this box of yarns by Mike, this wonderful woman from the Netherlands. And she sent me a list sweater quantity for my size of this yarn, Badana by Rosa Pomar. This is a very, very rustic yarn. So I'm not really sure it would be perfect for a pullover. I think it would be beautiful to knit on it and have the finish project, but then to wear it, I'm not sure. I really want, to be able to use this sweater every day for the rest of my life, almost. But if it's too scratchy and itchy, too rustic, then I'm afraid I won't wear it a lot. So I could use this for my Calville shawl, because I don't mind if a shawl is a bit rustic and if it itches a bit, because I just wrap it around my or like put it on my shoulders and just have it like a warm blanket on me, right? But I have a sweater quantity of this, and I think knitted with these 2 other yarns as colorwork colors, it would be just magical. So what shall I do? Shall I use this for the Calville shawl and maybe buy, I don't want to buy more yarns, I have so much, but I don't have really sweater quantities, and if I do, I have like fingering weight. I have this yarn that she sent me also, which is absolutely beautiful. But this is light fingering way. And even if I hold it together with a mohair, it just doesn't get gauge for that project. So I might risk it and just knit that pullover with the bandana. It's a yarn made with the Chura bandana sheep wool. And these sheep are native to the Bragança region, which is the northeast Portugal, and they are officially classified as a rare breed and in risk of becoming extinct. So I think it's a beautiful, beautiful thing that they created a yarn out of their wool, so they kind of can keep the sheep alive. So I don't know. I really would love to try to have it. It might be too scratchy though. What do you think? Have you knitted with this yarn before? I could also pair it with a silk mohair, but I don't really want to do that because I think it can really bloom by itself. You know, I want to have it by itself. I don't know. I mean, the Lumme pullover, just thinking aloud here, the Lumme pullover is quite of a, it asks for DK kind of worsted way yarns, so it's kind of like a chunky pullover. It's not something that you really need to have next to your skin, right? So I could wear it I could knit it a bit oversized with maybe a little bit more of positive ease, and then I can wear things underneath so I don't feel the scratchiness, the itch of this yarn. That could be a solution. I still have some projects to finish, but I really want to cast that pullover on. And I have one more project that I want to show you, which is crazy. But in here, I don't think any one of you have seen this before. So I'm using a lot of different kind of some scraps of different unspun yarns and also some full skeins. This is my kind of design. So I had good intentions. I started following the Instant Crash by Joji Locatelli, and I followed it. I was holding the 2 strands of silk mohair, as you can see here, and I love that pattern because it's a all over colorwork sweater, but it has raglan increases. So I just followed the stitch count. I did the German short rows, and I started doing some color work up to here, right? And then I was like, I'm not gonna follow this chart. Not because it's not beautiful, but because I don't have like the willpower to follow color work chart, even though it's quite easy to follow that color work chart. I just didn't. So I just did my thing. And I know it's a bit messy, but I actually am enjoying this so much. I'm just going with the flow and doing my thing. This is going to be a very warm and chunky pullover, and I'm using needle size 4.5 and all of these wonderful Plutulupi scraps. I have knitted in Plutulupi, like a lot of different unspun yarns in there, and then I'm holding them sometimes together with some silk mohair, and I'm enjoying this so much, to be honest, like a lot. But I put it down the past week because I wanted to finish other projects, but this is addictive, and I think it will be such a cozy hug. So this is another crazy colorwork project that I have been working on, and I also hand dyed some of this Plutulupi yarn. So I had a patron, wonderful patron, sent me some of this Plutulupi in this color, this gray, light gray color, and I'm using this. This is the white, which looks like white, but in the end is light gray. Is that yarn, but then I had one more skein and I wanted to experiment, so I decided to dye it with some of the walnut hulls from my tree down here. So I decided to dye it, and it created this wonderful kind of beige color. So I'm gonna add some of this in here too, and I don't really have a lot of this main color that you can see. I just have like this much left, so I just have to just play a lot with color works and kind of like different colors and different patterns, and hopefully something cool will come out. Otherwise it will just become like my just cozy, crazy jumper. And I called it my healing jumper because this has been with me as I was healing some very important patterns of my body, let's say. So my healing jumper. How cute. These are my knits. It's a big update. I'm gonna edit a video and prepare for a live call with my patrons, and then and in the meantime I'll knit on Meike's sweater. Let's get this done. and yes, so this was the update. I think I'll kind of wrap up the video here. Thank you so much for joining this chaotic update, and next episode will be an episode of the off-grid series that we're doing, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you very soon. And if you want to participate to the Scrap Me Good Make Along, just tag me on Instagram or send me an email or a message on Ravelry. Just contact me so I can include you in the make along. So I need to order this mess, and see you very soon.